State High School Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Next Ag Appraisal and Realty, Sandhills Global, Doane University, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Wingstop, Acres, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Lincoln Federal Savings Bank, Roofing Service Company, Union Bank and Trust, Lincoln Family Chiropractic, and DOT Highway Safety Office, Jimmy John's, Members Owned Credit Union, Nebraska Army National Guard, Hamilton Telecommunications, and the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame. Now calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
That is right. Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena as we turn our attention to Class A semifinal action here in the afternoon session before Class B takes the stage later on this evening. It is Papillion-La Vista South going up against the Millard North Mustangs here in our first of two Class A semifinal matchups. The number one seeded Papio South Titans up against the 4 seed Millard North Mustangs.
Yeah.
We talked about it yesterday, or excuse me, it would have been 2 days ago, Jay, as I have the days combined in here. Millard North beat Bellevue West in the first round. We talked about it. Those two teams are accustomed to playing on Saturday nights. Millard North trying to get back to another state title.
Yeah, you know, they're trying to get over the hump as well. You know, Coach Edson Miller is obviously taking over for Coach Cannon, who retired and then came out of retirement. But ultimately, you face your biggest opponent, you know, in your first round. Get over that pretty easily, right? And then now you face a team that was on the right side of winning against you twice, you know, in the regular season. So, you got to, you know, if you get over one big hurdle, here's one even bigger, considering that Papillion-La Vista South has been either 1, 2, or 3 throughout the majority of the season.
It's going to be a really exciting game. Let's talk about Papillion-La Vista South. The Titans have been near the top of the standings all year. They are the number one seed here in Class A. What type of pressure does that present for a team of Papillion-La Vista South that are trying to get to their first state championship in the school history of Papio South? However, they've never won a title, obviously, either.
Yeah, you know, they were trying to, you know, surprise people last year, and they came up a little bit short, and crosstown rival Papillion got in last year, and they didn't. And now you're dealing with expectations. And I think that's the hardest thing to deal with when you haven't been on this stage before and coaching this stage before. The last appearance is 2021. And so they got to get out of their own way. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play, you know, and, you know, they're facing a team that's a well-oiled machine.
So we are just a couple of minutes away from tip-off. Let's get you rolling with starting lineups first for the Millard North Mustangs, which are the lower seed in this matchup, 19-6 on the year. They knocked off Bellevue West pretty comfortably, 62-44 in the quarterfinal matchup back on Wednesday afternoon. They've been in the state championship game every year for the last 5 years. Since 2020, they have been involved in the final matchup in Class A's action. Now, Millard North, led, as Jay said, by Coach Mike Etzel Miller. They're going to start number 1, Major Rosser, number 3, Corian Gallatin, number 11, Amari Rahman, number 23, Derek Rollins, and number 32, Deacon Courtney. What do you like about that starting 5?
Man, I like it that you got a little bit of size, power, speed. You got the shooting prowess of Major Mosser, and then you got Corian, who can give you a little bit of everything. But I think the X factor right now is going to be Amari Rahman.
Yeah.
Who he checks and how well he plays. And then I think you're going to get a big game from Derek Rollins. He kind of played a little bit of a secondary role in the first round against Bellevue West and was facilitator. I'd like to see him force the action and test the brawn of Papillion-La Vista South. I think what we saw in the first round of Papillion-La Vista gave a little bit of a game plan on how to nullify the execution of Papillion-La Vista South.
For Papillion-La Vista South, they are 24-3 on the year. They come in after it was a little bit of a closer test than maybe the score would indicate, in a 76-58 win against Papillion-La Vista in the inter-city matchup. It's their 5th trip to the state tournament. Same starting 5 for them: Levi Webb, Reese Kircher, Grant Beckenhauer, Jaden Herrera, and then, of course, Bryson Ball. Yeah. But outside of Bryson Ball, Jordy Ball is obviously younger brother, going to be at South Dakota State. Who else do you like on this Papillion-La Vista South?
Reese Kircher, he stirs the pot and he continues to run the ship. But I think it's going to be Levi Webb. Can he keep his emotions in check, and can he come up big in the big game?
And we are underway. Millard North wins the tip as they will go to the basket to our left here in the first half. As Gallatin with the basketball, he has it. He'll give it to Major Mosser. Mosser down low, working his Courtney, and we have a charge called as Bryson Ball puts his body on the line. And I feel like Papillion-La Vista South might be a little undersized in this matchup. So if you can get Rollins, Deacon Courtney in foul trouble, it might pose a little bit of an issue for Millard North.
Yeah, Edson Miller's fine with that. There's a little physical play. I would probably say a little bit of a predetermined call. Your star power gets those calls, but good job there by Bryson Ball.
Here on the right side, it's Kircher. Kircher with it in the near corner. He throws it down low to Bryson Ball, tipped on the entry pass by Rahman and taken away by Millard North as Coach Etzel Miller claps on from the sideline. Here come the Mustangs, still scoreless, 7:20 to go in the first quarter. Major Mosser to Rollins, the three-pointer, and it falls for Derek Rollins.
Yeah, Derek Rollins, it kind of goes under the radar. Cool, calm, and collective pop-out three there. You better guard him because he is a real deal type of player.
3-0 your score, 7:04 to go in the first quarter. In the lane, it's Webb to Ball. Bryson Ball with the basketball, the future South Dakota State Jackrabbit, the younger brother of Jordy Ball on the right side now with it. Reese Kircher. Kircher with the basketball. He dribbles in. Cross-court pass. Bryson Ball for three from the far side. That one circled the cylinder and fell out. No good. And it's 6:42 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Millard North with the lead in the basketball. Gallatin wanted to get it down low to Courtney. Now they do. Courtney working on Ball. The spin move. The reverse layup. It's good. It's 5-0 Millard North.
Yeah, I think one of the things we saw at Papillion-La Vista South was by McCarty, but you see there by Courtney, you got to go at Bryson Ball, not give him the chance to be the off-the-ball defender. 2 for 2 for Millard South.
Here on the right side, it's Reese Kircher. Kircher crossing over in the near corner on the right side, works on Rollins, cross-court pass, another three on the way. Herrera can't connect on that three-pointer. And we remember this last time as they passed it up the floor to Courtney. He jump stops the layup in the lane, will not go. And it's defensive rebound for Papio South. I was going to say Papio South started a little slow in their opening round game and then started to turn it on. Similar start here. Levi Webb out to Kircher. Kircher on the left wing. He tries to drive on Rahman, loses the basketball, and the Millard North Mustangs defense takes it away again. Rahman up the floor to Courtney in the lane. A blocking foul on the floor called against. That is Beckenhauer of Papio South.
Yeah, you see that right here, a little bit of a game plan here. You want to slow down this high-powered offense. You want to punch them right in the gut. And Courtney and Rollins provide that type of punch you need. And it's a game plan, and it's a purposeful couple of possessions here by the Mustangs to try to see how physical and how much you really want to play basketball.
Rollins at the elbow hits it from the right side, and it's 7-0 Millard North on top of number one Papio South. 5:30 to go in the first quarter. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman alongside. Back here now, Beckenhauer, right side to Ball. Ball guarded by Derek Rollins. Certainly one of the matchups to watch as Kircher drives baseline for Papio South. Kicks it through on the left wing. Back to Kircher. Kircher thought about the three. Still with 12 seconds on the possession. Here to Herrera, guarded by Mosser in the lane to Ball. Ball on the drive, the floater, no good, but Bryson Ball is fouled and will go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, the Mustang fans don't like that. A little bit of a delay call right there on Bryson Ball. Good drive there off the kick. 2 power dribbles, got it up through contact. Edson Miller is telling the ref, he said he likes that call, or he likes the defense because you got up high and got vertical. Body foul right there.
So Papillion-La Vista South will have a chance to get their first points of the day at the free throw line. And it comes from the right arm of Bryson Ball as he swishes the first free throw. It's now 7-1.
And when you look at how they were able to beat, Papillion or Papio by so much, it was at the free throw line. I don't think they missed the free throw. So when they started to foul, they started to really extend the lead.
5:05 to go in the first quarter. It's 7-1 Millard North on top of Papillion-La Vista South. The second free throw is also good, and Bryson Ball has Papio South on the scoreboard. It's 7-2. Papio South needs a stop here, trailing by 5. Still a little under halfway through the first quarter as Rollins drives in. That pass taken away. Levi Webb went right in the passing lane as they were trying to get it to Rahman. Now on the right side, Kircher. Top of the key, Herrera. He fires the trifecta. It does not fall. And here comes the Millard North Mustangs with Rahman up across the timeline. Rahman now left side. Derek Rollins tries again from 3. That one wedged in between the backboard and the iron, and it's going to be going back the other way here with Papio South. Bryson Ball with it on the right wing. He gets picked up by Rollins. Now to Kircher. 4:26 to go in the first. Three-pointer on the way, and it's too strong on the attempt by Jaden Herrera for Papio South. And here comes Rahman pushing the pace to a trailing Derek Rollins. Out to the wing. Three ball on the way, and it's good for Corian Gallatin.
Yeah, right there, the secondary break. They got more shooters than you can account for. They're ready to play tonight. The Mustangs are coming out hot.
It is 10-2. Papillion-La Vista South in the lane. Bryson Ball shots blocked. He puts it back up, and he's able to muscle it through for a 2-point bucket.
Yeah, Bryson Ball is figuring out he's going to have to carry the load here. A shot block, come right back at you, and he makes it easy 2 points there.
Here's
on the putback.
Gallatin to Rahman, now near corner to Derek Rollins. Millard North trying to get into the state championship game for the 6th straight year. Here, pass down low on the block. It's Deacon Courtney. Courtney over the right shoulder. Can't finish with the left hand on the hook shot. And Papio South gets a defensive stop. They're going the other way with Kircher. Kircher with 3:30 to go in the opening quarter. 10-4 is your score. Crossing over. Pass out far corner as it's getting to Herrera. Great back cut. And guess what? Beckenhauer says, I want to join the party. It's 10-6.
Good job there. That was set up. A late close out there. Then a back cut there by Beckenhauer. Assist there by Herrera. Really, really good job there. Teamwork.
3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's 10-6. Millard North with a 4-point lead over top seed Papillion-La Vista South. Here, top of the key, it's Gallatin to Rollins. Rollins now on the right side, passes it off to his teammate, as that is Rahman. Rahman spins at the right elbow. Great move by Rahman, and he smiles as he goes down the floor.
Yeah, you know what? Levi Webb, it tries to set the tempo. Rahman, as a senior, has been waiting his chance. He's not backing down from anybody.
Ball passes left side with Millard North leading 12-6. As the Titans try to drive baseline, they kick it out. Ball for three, and he swishes it from the top of the key. It's 12-9.
Yeah, there's been 7 points out of the 9 there for Bryson Ball. He knows when he has to carry the load, he's more than capable.
Mosser still yet to take a shot in today's game. He passes off to Gallatin. Pass deflected, tipped around. It's controlled. Rollins, two-handed flush.
Yeah, the two-hand slam bam alakazam. Herrera got caught watching. Rollins is a big kid, but he's just explosive, and he has some hang time. Big dunk there by the senior.
It is 14-9 here. Millard North up by 5. They pass it through to the left wing. Webb into the corner. 3-ball, Kircher, and he drains it. It's 14-12. Millard North by 2. Yeah. And teams are starting to settle in here at PBA.
Yeah, they're here to play, and you know that when you beat a team twice, it's hard to beat them the third time, but you got 2 of the best teams in the state going at it right now.
That's a traveling violation called against Deacon Courtney with 1:50 to go in the first quarter. A couple of subs come in, 2 of them for both sides. As Bryson Ball, as Jay mentioned, 7 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 7 of the 12 points for Papio. Then you look on the other side, Derek Rollins, 7 of the 14 for Millard North. Both the stars came to play.
Yeah, you know, look, this is championship time right now, so you expect your big-time players to come on. But now let's see if Major Mosser can get busy right here because this is his time.
Here, kicking out Kircher for the lead. Unable to give him the lead as a nice strong rebound by Millard North, and we're going to have a foul down low. I think they're going to get Cesek with this one.
Cesek was trying to get in there for an offensive rebound against Chambers, who came in and hit 2 big threes against Papio. Good physical play there by Chambers coming in off the bench. Usually Chambers is a 6'5" sophomore. This is a big moment for him. You got to think he was just in 9th grade last year, so he's really, really taking it. A good job by Etzelmiller, too. Get your young guy in there early, get him beat up a little bit, and see how he reacts.
1 minute, 24 seconds to go. Gallatin on the right side. He stops in the center of the lane, gets bumped. Rahman for 3, and he drains it. It's 17-12, Millard North.
Yeah, Rahman, I'm telling you, you watch him over the years. He's really a good player. He's really taking a secondary role, but he can get hot, and he's cold-blooded right now.
Now it's Kircher on the right wing. He bounces it inside and taken away after a lazy pass by Chambers. Chambers running the floor. He stops on the right wing. Gives it to Rahman. Rahman guarded by Bryson Ball. Now to Gallatin. Gallatin has a size disadvantage. He steps back, creates space, unable to hit on the 3 as he had a size disadvantage against Falkenberg of Papio South, but it did not come back to bite the Titans. Here's Kircher, top of the key, less than 40 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Kircher tries to beat him off the dribble, and we're going to have a foul down low against Millard North.
Yeah, good job there by Kircher getting to the lane. He got a little bit knocked off his spot. He would like the straight line drive there because he's pretty crafty around the hoop. And the one thing about Kircher, he wasn't very offensive oriented in the first game. You see him out here. He's trying to him and Bryson Ball have that kind of confident swagger. They played together, since they've been playing basketball. So they're going to lead the way right now.
They inbound it to Bryson Ball. Ball fades away against Rollins and drains the turnaround jumper. Bryson Ball makes it a 3-point deficit for Papio South. It's 17-14, 28 seconds to go in the first quarter. Millard North can hold for the last shot if they just so desire with the shot clock turned off. Mosser with the basketball. He gets it poked away, and Levi Webb with those active hands pokes it in the lane. Levi Webb off the glass and in, finishing with the left hand.
Good job by Levi Webb on the defensive end, creating his own opportunity. Good finish with the left hand, even though he's a lefty.
Here comes Gallatin on the left side. Mosser with 3 to shoot. As he goes up with it, it's tipped. Levi Webb throws it out of bounds. There's the horn, and after the first quarter of play, your score 17-16 as Millard North leads by 1 over top-seeded Papillion-La Vista South. We'll step aside, come back in 60 seconds with the start of the second quarter here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All righty, here we go. 17-16 is your score. Millard North out in front by 1 over Papillion-La Vista South. As we start the second quarter, it'll be Papio South with the basketball. Reese Kircher with it, passes it right side to Bryson Ball. He fires the 3, and Papio South has their first lead.
Yeah, right out of the timeout at the start of the quarter, could have pinned down wide open. Great play there, Papillion-La Vista South.
It is 19-17 Papio South. Gallatin has it near the logo. Gallatin passes to Mosser. Mosser, free throw line jumper, and it rattles out. Rebound fought for, and it is off the leg of Millard North. It'll go to Papio South.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Ettemiller, I like that. I like Chambers, a young guy coming in there getting the offensive rebound. Just lost his balance a little bit, but I like the activity of the young man. He's coming in. Good job by Coach Ettemiller getting him in there and getting him active. And now defensively, Bryson Ball is going to do his thing, but Bryson Ball can't score all the points. So you really got to make sure you don't let somebody else get off, which was a Herrera the first game with 4 threes. So now you really got to concentrate and lock in. That's an offensive foul right
here's
there.
Levi Webb. They missed that offensive foul. And now Herrera down low to Ball. Backing down Rollins. Tries to finish over the right shoulder. He's able to get it in the bucket with the harm. He initiated the contact, and Bryson Ball is having himself a day.
Yeah, that's what you expect. Bryson Ball is a real deal, and he probably has a leg up on Player of the Year. He's everything that's advertised and then some. I was really, really impressed with the way he was able to kind of score at a high rate in the first game and facilitate. That call right there, I think Coach Ettemiller is really, really upset with, because he's just straight up with Derek Rollins, and Bryson Ball created the contact. So, two people can be right at the same time. You're just trying to settle in and see how this game is going to be called, no matter what the last name on the jersey is.
The free throw is good by Bryson Ball. It's now 22-17. Millard North needs something on offense here, as Papillion-La Vista South has come back and taken the lead. Here's Lane Smith. He's going to be fouled by Levi Webb, and it'll be Millard North basketball here.
Yeah, the Titans from Papillion-La Vista South, saw a little bit of a, let's say, chum in the water and say blood in the water when Lance Smith came in, the 6'1 junior. Not a lot of experience, and they saw that because Corian Gallatin had to take a break real quick. Now he's coming back in the game. And what do you do? This is a good coaching tip here. What Coach Heiser decided to do, this is pre-planned. Get the lead, second quarter. Let's change the pace. A little bit of a 1-2-2 half-court trap. try to confuse this high-powered offense of the Mustangs.
On the right side, it's Mosser. Mosser now to Gallatin. Gallatin hit a three a moment ago. Now he has it top of the key. Corian Gallatin, spin move at the top of the perimeter. He stops at the elbow, gives it to Rahaman. Rahaman, right side, three ball, Mosser. Now able to hit, and it's going to be rebounded by Bryson Ball of Papio South as they're out and running. Up the floor, Levi Webb with the three-point attempt. It's too strong, rebounded by Deacon Courtney of Millard North, who gives it to to Gallatin, rather. Gallatin will bring it across the timeline, pass left side. Rollins trying to answer with a three. He can't hit. Offensive board for Courtney. Millard North in the lane. Shot blocked by Papio South. Back out Gallatin. Three-pointer short. And it's going to be finally cleared by Papio South defensively.
Good clean block there by Bryson Ball. Good job of getting the putback. Coming up a little short on their threes there for Millard North Mustangs.
Three ball Bryson Ball. I think that one might have been tipped slightly as now Mosser comes back out the other way for Millard North, down by 5. Down low, Courtney on the block. The layup is good with the foul.
You don't need a three when you got a big man in there, and Deacon Courtney has been getting busy all night. And he's mad at himself because he had a couple bunnies before, but now he's at the free throw line getting three the hard way. You know, the one thing about Millard North and Papillion-La Vista South, they won't blink here. They both know thinking you're good, which a lot of teams think they're good.
Yeah.
Both of these teams know they're good. The players know each other. They know it's going to come down to execution. And so when you have a three-point lead or a deficit, it's not anything. They know that they can hit threes. They know they can go on a run. And Papillion-La Vista South is playing like you expect. Very efficient on offense, very strategic, and very sound.
The free throw by Deacon Courtney will not go, and it's rebounded by Bryson Ball. I mean, Jay, the type of game that we're seeing from Bryson Ball already, less than halfway through the second quarter, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block.
Yeah, but, you know, for him, if I'm Coach Hauser, I need a little bit more now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you can come out to a legendary game and have 60 points, but right now you only got 7 points out of 4 legitimate other starters.
Here on the right side, it's Herrera. Herrera in the right side of the lane. He gets it blocked, taken away, and it'll be out of bounds, thrown off of Herrera's leg by Deacon Courtney.
Yeah,
and it's going to be Millard North basketball.
Good heads up there play there by Deacon. You know, he got the block there, right, on the missed shot there by Herrera, and then he had the wherewithal to throw it off the same guy that missed the shot. Now Mustangs are on the move.
So Millard North with the basketball at the top of the key. It's Gallatin. Gallatin crosses over, working on Kircher in the right side of the lane. That pass almost taken away, was almost intended for Aikens. It's taken away. Now the pass to a trailing Papillion-La Vista South player. Left side, Levi Webb for a three-pointer. It won't go.
Missed opportunity right there.
Should have just taken the initial layup.
Nick, you remember in football sometimes we talk about timeouts. That could be that's 2 points that you might need at the end of the game.
Here on the right side, it's Rollins, gives it to Gallatin. Gallatin with the basketball on the right side, dribbles to the top of the key. Back to Rahaman. Rahaman on the right wing. With 4:47 to go in the second quarter, it's 22-19 Papio South. Derek Rollins with the basketball on the right wing. And now to Gallatin. Gallatin with the basketball. He shoos away the screen now on the right side. The floater, Gallatin able to get it to go.
He just came into Millard North this year. It was a little bit of a feeling out process early in the season. He could get down and dirty. And once he gets heated up, Nick, he will light this whole place up like a Christmas tree.
On the left wing, it's Herrera. They're forcing Deacon Courtney to go defend out there in the perimeter, and he fouls him.
You know what? Coach Hudson Miller is fine with that. You know what? He told the assistant coaches to chill. He likes what he's getting from Deacon Courtney, right? He's the fifth option, and you really, when you think about the teams with like Hunter Salas and all them, they had one of those guys, right? That was the fifth option.
Yeah.
He likes the activity from him. You reward him because he's active on offense. You're okay with a little bit of active hands, active feet foul right there. And Deacon's mad at himself, but obviously I think he did a good job there.
Three-pointer on the way as Herrera. Yeah, it should have been a flop as Herrera misses the three-pointer. No-look pass to Rollins. Rollins wasn't even aware that it was coming his way, and it's going to be taken away by Papio South. Here comes Reese Kircher across the timeline. Kircher stops the free throw line, hesitates, fake spin. Now other way, three-pointer on the way, and it rattles out. Offensive board, Bryson Ball, and the putback is no good, but he is fouled.
Yeah, Bryson Ball. We talked about tracking threes. And Rahaman fell asleep a little bit there on the backside of the defense. And if you got Bryson Ball there, you can't even have a wink of a nap there against him. Good job of following that. And also the acumen and the wherewithal to try to put it right back up, knowing the defender is in a bad position.
The free throw by Bryson Ball is good.
You know, Nick, one thing that I'm telling you, Coach Edson Miller has to do, right? Not has to do, but one thing is like we watched Papillion-La Vista South against Papio. A ton of flops, a ton of those.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if they meet before the game. That has to be a point of emphasis as far as that, because that could be a game-changing play, calling a foul on a three-point shot versus don't doing it. Or don't do
both
it.
free throws are good for Bryson Ball, and with 3:47 to go in the second quarter, it's 24-21. Here's Gallatin at the top of the key for Millard North, trailing by 3. Papio South, the number 1 seed, Millard North, the number 4 seed. Here, Gallatin has it on the right side in front of a packed Pinnacle Bank Arena. Top of the key, Rahaman. Rahaman passes right side to Mosser. Mosser back to Rahaman. In the lane, he draws the contact, no whistle, but a nice finish by Rahaman.
Yeah, you know, that's going to draw the ire of the Mustang fans behind us. You know, the same foul that they got against Bryson Ball in the first quarter, they didn't get on him in the second quarter.
Here's Kircher for 3. He tried to step back. Another offensive rebound. The putback is no good. It's tipped out. 3 ball on the way. Beckenhauer can't convert. And it's going to be it's going to be kicked off the leg of Millard North. And they'll have to play defense again as Papio South has the basketball, leading by 1. Kircher has on the left wing. 2:51 to go in the second quarter. Now on the layup attempt, it will go out of bounds off of Millard North, and it stays with Papio again. We're talking about a minute and a half consecutively of defensive possessions that are having to be played by Millard North.
Yeah, Millard North is when you train in the off season, you got to be able to get the fruitions of it in the present time. And minute and a half, if that's going to be what you have to do in order to get to the state championship, they're willing to do it. And so that's a good job on both ends, right? Stick to it is by Papillion-La Vista South, and Millard North doing a good job of hanging in there.
Here's Levi Webb. He gets his defender to jump in the air. Great job by Levi Webb as he got Rahaman to jump and bite on the shot fake and got the floater to fall.
Yeah, Levi Webb, everything he does, he expects. He's saying, you know what, it's the best thing ever. Good job there. A little old school.
Yeah. There's
George
Major Mosser,
Gerving with Major Mosser, a little floater there with the fluorescent orange shoes.
Yeah. Mosser is finally on the board. That's his first 2 points of the day. On the right side, it's Beckenhauer. 2:15 to go in this fast-moving Class A semifinal. Ball, the jumper. My goodness, he cannot miss today.
Yeah, he's trying to impose his will on this Millard North Mustangs. And sometimes, Nick, when you're playing against a really high-level player and he's starting off hot like this, you can lose your confidence. You got to stay in this game here.
Rahaman unable to get the three-pointer to go. Kircher gets away with a walk. He's running the length of the floor in the lane. Kircher gets it to fall.
Yeah, Kircher right there can hang with a little bit of hang time. He's a superior athlete as well. Good job going end to end.
So here comes Corian Gallatin. Gallatin with it, hesitates, now goes in, fades away, jumper off back iron, rebound, fought for, and it's going to be won eventually by Reese Kircher and Papillion-La Vista South. Kircher slows it down to a trailing Herrera, out to the corner, Webb for 3, airballed it. Here comes Derek Rollins with 1:26 to go in the second quarter. Rollins in the lane, and that's an offensive foul on Derek Rollins, working against Bryson Ball.
Yeah, Coach, it's the second one that he's picked up here in less than a half. Coach Miller's better than me. Hey, he's cool, calm, and collected. Boy, I would be losing my top right now. No feet set. That's nature versus nurture. You got about a 240-pound, 6'6", 240-pound superior athlete, superstar on superstar.
Yeah.
Bryson Ball on the good end of that call right there.
Papillion-La Vista South with the basketball. They'll cross the timeline. It's Reese Kircher. Now top of the key to Bryson Ball. 1 minute, 13 seconds to go in the second quarter. It's a 5-point Titan lead. Number 1, Papillion-La Vista South. Number 4, Millard North. Here's Ball inside Herrera. Getting tracked down. And in the lane, the layup will not go. It's almost tipped in by Mosser of Millard North, but now Levi Webb gets the layup to go. It's a 7-point Titan lead, their largest of the afternoon, and Rahaman has the basketball on the right wing for Millard North. 48 seconds to go, second quarter. Smith in the left side of the lane, and it's going to be a jump ball that will give it to, or keep it rather, with the Mustangs.
Yeah, quick jump ball call there. He says Smith, he tried to spin into the double team, a really good time double team by Herrera. And so what Millard North has to do is just, look, this is just what's going to happen. They haven't been able to get on a run yet. Papillion-La Vista South has been on a run. Timeout by Edson Miller to get control of this game and get a quick 2 points. But you're not just thinking about this possession right here, Nick. Okay, you think you're going to probably shoot something ideally within the 5 or 6 seconds. You're trying to get 2 possessions out of the last 45 seconds.
32-25 is your score. 45.2 seconds to go in the second quarter. Nick Sainert, Jay Foreman alongside here. Pinnacle Bank Arena. the place starting to fill up here as our next game will feature the Omaha West Side Warriors and the Lincoln Southeast Knights, as we expect a large crowd on hand for that afternoon matchup. And it should be a good one here as, like I mentioned, PBA, it's always full directly behind the benches on each side of the floor. However, now the corners are starting to fill up. There's a couple of suites that are occupied here at Pinnacle Bank Arena with the lights on and people sitting in there. And out of the 30-second Millard North timeout, it'll be the Mustangs basketball with 45 seconds to play.
Yeah, I think the flow of this game has obviously been well over in Papillion-La Vista South's hands. I mean, Millard North has probably, they're 2-1 in the fouls called against them. 2 big charges, which took away 4 points. So they just got to just hold their head above water until they can get their bearings.
And now as they're going to turn it over on the inbounds pass, Rahman tried to get it into Major Monster, and it went into the media table to our left.
The physicalness and kind of the chippiness that Papillion-La Vista South can play with can get you to just essentially throw. You got to throw to the hand, right?
Yeah.
And instead of throwing to where you think the hand is, you got a 6'6" shooting guard forward in Major Monster. And if he goes through him, it should be a foul call. So I think that's just a little bit of a mental error there. And now you got to make sure you defend and get it back.
40 seconds to go in the first half, 32-25 Papio South. Herrera has the basketball on the right wing for the Titans. Now on the right side, it's Levi Webb. Back to Herrera to Kircher. Kircher motions Beckenhauer through the lane. Ball gets the basketball, that is. Now on the left wing, it's Reese Kircher, guarded by Rahman. 10 seconds on the possession, about a 9-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Kircher crossing over on Rahman in the lane. What a move and a finish by Reese Kircher.
Yeah, good job by Reese Kircher, kind of changing the speed, zigzagging. Big bucket there.
With 5 seconds to go in the far lane. Here
drive.
it is, Chambers off the glass, way too strong. And Millard North unable to get anything going in the last 2 minutes and 4 seconds of that second quarter. They end it, allowing a Papillion-La Vista South 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes, and the Titans take a 34-25 lead into the locker room. Bryce Ball, star-studded, 19 points at the half, 6 rebounds, but Reese Kircher on that last possession said, "Don't forget about me." We are tired. It is a 34-25 ball game at the break. We'll step aside, come back here with some thoughts from that first half right here from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had Roofing Service Company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
It's the two-fingered wave on a gravel road. It's letting the kids take Dad's truck to prom. It's Friday nights under the lights of a hometown football field. Eustace Body Shop knows small towns. It's where our values are rooted. We treat our people right, and in turn, they treat you, our customer, right. And we give back to our communities. Not much more small town than that. Eustace Body Shop, small town service, big city technology.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
It may not feel like it, but planting season is on its way, and now's the time to upgrade your equipment with a late model John Deere planter from Acres Equipment. Acres has an entire lineup of John Deere planters equipped with the latest technology to ensure planting accuracy throughout your field. And to get you up and going, each planter purchased from Acres includes in-field startup support from one of our Precision Ag professionals. Warmer weather is coming soon, so don't delay. Visit your local Acres for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2025.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer. Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena. As at the half, your score is Papillion-La Vista South 34, Millard North 25. Jay Foreman, Bryson Ball looking the part of a Division I college basketball player that he is. 19 points on 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of those from beyond the three-point line, 6 rebounds and 1 block in 16 minutes of game time for him. But you look at Papillion-La Vista South, and while it's very similar for Millard North, both of these teams, they have depth, but, man, their coaches really like to play their same 5 guys.
Yeah, I mean, those are the guys. You're a starter for a reason. So, I mean, they like to play them, but they also can always go to sleep at night knowing their starters play well. And obviously it's led by Bryson Ball. Big first half, 19-6.
Yeah.
And just his energy and effectiveness. It gives his coach, Coach Hauser, a lot of confidence knowing that in a big game, you know, your big-time player is going to step up and not shy away from the competition or the moment. But on the flip side, I think Derek Rollins started out really hot and matched him, got a couple little ticky-tack fouls that were a little questionable against him and a couple teammates, but he's doing his thing, and more of a spread-out attack from Millard North. Now they're down by 9. They will probably tell you they weren't very efficient from the offensive end in the field, and they could play a little bit better defense, defensively. I think when you look at Papillion-La Vista South and versus the Millard North defense, 16 threes, 3 of 16. 16 of the shots, or 16 of the 30 shots have been from 3. So for Millard North, you have to understand, okay, listen, if they're going to shoot that many threes, we just got to really do a good job of defending. I think the emergence of Deacon inside, the big man, has really nullified anything the Titans can do inside. And so it's going to come down to who makes the best adjustments and then also weathers the storm. Papillion-La Vista South has to assume and expect you're going to get the best shot from Millard North moving forward. And so I'm not really sure, Nick, and, because I'm not too savvy on the basketball side of things as far as where Bryson Ball is going. But I can tell you what, man, if he has not signed his letter of intent, I would be at his house.
Can we have a conversation?
Now, let me ask you this, and I don't really know. This honestly so when you're a basketball commit, when do you sign? Is he already signed?
Yes, he's already signed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
that stuff's all
that's
wishy-washy nowadays.
Yeah, until you
this isn't back in your day.
Okay, well, that I'm dating myself, and that's just how once I made a commitment, I was going to go. But I think,
hey, but think about what we're talking about now.
Now, if you
switch it up.
Now, listen, if you show up with a nice little bag of change, I could just somehow bump my head and change my mind, and so.
I forgot to click the pen.
I
didn't sign
I had my fingers crossed or something. But I think that when you look at it, to be honest with you, Bryson Ball made an early commitment. I think he was having a matter of fact, I know it. I saw him play. He was having a really good summer last year, spring, summer. Decided to he felt comfortable there. I think he knows that he can go right in there and have an impact. But I think they are definitely knocking it out of the park with this dude. Let me tell you something.
Well, let's talk about the blueprint, right? Like there's a blueprint nowadays. We joke about the current college landscape, but there's a blueprint to where it's go to a mid-major, do exceptionally well, and there's D1 schools that will come calling down the road.
Right, but
high-level D1 schools, I'm saying.
And you can develop, and you can develop while playing. This dude's ready to play.
Baylor Shireman's a perfect example.
Yeah, he had to develop.
Yeah,
until when he got the Creighton, he was ready to go.
Yeah.
But this dude right here can flat out play at the 100%. Power 4 level. And so, for me, I don't know. Like people say, just because I play football, I don't know anything about basketball. All I know is I'd like to see right now who would be starting over him.
Yeah,
and the reason why I feel comfortable with saying this about him is that he's invested in basketball. He knows how to play without the basketball.
I was just going to say, there's other things that he does well outside of just shooting the basketball.
Right.
Not only the rebounding, but we see the way he moves on offense without the ball. When a guy like Reese Kircher is going, he does pretty well.
Most you see some guys, and we've seen a lot of them around here, and in particular, we do a lot of Lincoln sports, where if they're not getting the ball, they're actually standing in your way so they can get the ball back. Where he's been coached and everything to space the court. He's okay with playing the secondary role, but also he knows when he's got to get the party started. And also he plays defense. He plays the transition game. He plays without the basketball. He'll go in there and dive for the 50-50 balls. He's a great teammate. You can tell by his leadership. And he has that it factor to where the higher the stakes as of right now, he will raise his game up to it. Now, granted, he's in a situation where he can more freely do it, but ultimately when you talk about him going to the next level, his skill set fits well, and he shoots the three pretty dang good for being 6'5", 6'6", and he's very, very springy.
Let's take a 30-second break. Come right back to start the third quarter here on 93.7 The Ticket.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into Pinnacle Bank Arena, 34-25 your score as we start the third quarter. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman alongside. Here we go. We're underway in the start of the third quarter. Millard North trails by 9. Papillion-La Vista South in that first half, 10 of 14 on 2-point shots. Talk about hitting the layups, missing, avoiding those bad misses. That's something that as they make another 2-point bucket right there to make it 36-25.
Yeah, Beckenhauer slipped there against that 3-2 zone. He's probably a guy forgotten hero right there. Forgotten hero. Good job of slipping to get an easy 2 points.
Here's Rahman in the lane. He tries the floater. He misses it. The tip try by Rollins is good.
Good follow by the big man. Rahman was just a little bit off right there on that floater. Derek Rollins coming on the backside. Easy 2 points.
It's going to be really important for Rollins to stay out of foul trouble and stay on the floor. He has 2 fouls right now. Had to sit down for a little bit because of some unfortunate calls that went away against him. But he's got to stay on the floor if Millard North wants to stay in this game. On the right side, Bryson Ball trying to pick up right where he left off. Was unable to make it on that 3-pointer. And Rollins collects the miss for Millard North. Here comes Derek Rollins to Rahman. Rahman with the basketball. Fakes right, goes left, and is going to draw the foul on Levi Webb.
Yeah, good job there by Derek Rollins running the break as a point forward after getting the rebound. That's what you got to do against Papillion-La Vista South. We saw McCarty do it from Papio. You got to go downhill, straight line drives, through shoulders, through contact, make them get into foul trouble.
Here, top of the key, it is Derek Rollins. Rollins with the basketball.
Oh.
On the right side, crossing over, trying to get it to Rahman. He grabs it in the center of the lane, looking for help. He's got to get out of there. And now on the left side, it's Corion Gallatin. Gallatin with the basketball. 6:38 to go. Pass down low. Courtney in the lane. The layup is good.
Good strength right there because a good defender there and Ball. Good job by Courtney really keeping it high, too, because Kircher was coming to try to get the steal.
Here on the top of the key, Bryson Ball with the basketball. On the right side, Levi Webb now with it. 6:18 to play in the third quarter. Kircher with it. On the far corner, right in front of Papillion-La Vista South's bench. He pulls up elbow jumper.
Oh, yeah, he was feeling it right there. He had the mismatch against Deacon Courtney there. You can get a one-on-one matchup when you have Bryson Ball on your side against the zone.
Rahman with the basketball, top of the key, drives, spins, kicks out Gallatin. Gallatin, he'll fire the 3 from the left side, drains it.
I told you right there, he's a legend in Fremont. My man can fill it up, and once he starts bouncing, Nick, he's got to light the whole PBA up.
Here we go on the right side. It's Kircher, 38-32 your score. Rollins tips it out of bounds into the front row.
Bad catch there.
Yeah, bad catch. Look at him. He didn't even cross the leg. Watch Oakwood throw.
Yeah, my man said, listen, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere.
I ain't leaving. Look at him. I just watched him. He goes, I'm out. He goes, I wasn't even watching. He was itching his eye.
Yeah.
Snooze fest back there.
Yeah.
It's a 6-point game, man. Wake up. 38-32 your score. 5:36 to go in the third quarter. That's what I tell you all the time. Hey, man, wake up.
Yeah.
On the left side, Kircher with the basketball in the near corner on the left wing. Now with it, Kircher still bounces it to Herrera. Herrera lost it underneath the basket. Gets it back. The layup too strong. And rebound collected by Mosser.
You know, the one thing about Kircher, he throws a whole bunch of head fakes and body fakes, even though he is not moving. Good take there by Major Mosser right there. The 6'6" shooting guard, known for his three-point prowess. Caught you in a negative closeout. Getting downtown, Major Mosser.
5:12 to go, third quarter. We have a full timeout by Papio South. We'll step aside with them. Come back in 30 seconds.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Now back to the action at Pinnacle Bank Arena for the 2025 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. 38-34 is your score. Millard North down by 4 to top seed Papillion-La Vista South. As with 5:12 to go in the third quarter.
Your boy over there on the.
Oh, this is Rich. This is Rich Broderson.
Yeah,
legendary PA guy.
Yeah, his PA skills have gotten better week by week. You got to give him a lot of credit. I mean, he gets a little. That's a little baseball.
He's in the
right?
baseball mood.
Okay.
He does PA for the College World Series.
Okay.
And so he's the voice that you hear in the stadium at the College World Series. And he had a little baseball jingle there for us. That's Kircher. Kept his pivot. He kept it down. Now in the lane, that's a blocking foul. It's a blocking foul against Major Mosser.
Oh, that's a Miller. He said that's the same call. And I got to give Coach Edson Miller. He's cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah.
Looking clean though, too, though, Nick. I like that.
He always has the fits, man.
Yeah.
He always wears the white shoes.
Yeah, he looking clean.
We're both simple gentlemen.
Yeah.
And it's just a simple white quarter zip, white, gray, white.
Yeah, smooth operator. A little Jay Wright-esque.
I know. That's true. That's a good comparison. Good comp. I think he'd probably appreciate that comparison as well. Here's Kircher in the lane. He gets it through, barely. Kircher with it on the right wing. 4:41 to
take
go.
Advantage against
Kircher
the big man.
on Courtney. The layup, no good. Rebounded by Ball in the middle of two Millard North defenders, and we have a foul called. I think they're going to get Deacon Courtney on this one.
Yeah, again, Coach Jessup, I've mentioned this before. I've been mentioning the same thing. Right here, Bryson Ball got a little upset right there at Major Mosser. Major Mosser told him he was flopping. So at some point in time, you got to write force with force, Nick.
Impound pass, Levi Webb, no good on the jumper, and the opportunity here for Millard North. Down by 4. Rahman to Courtney, back to Rahman. Rahman has it top of the key, 4:19 to play. Rahman,
move.
Great dump off to Courtney. We got a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, it was a good drop right there. Deacon, the biggest guy out here, got left alone. Little tiptoe burglar there, Nick. I like that. Here's man-to-man now.
Bryson
Here we go.
Ball, scoreless in the second half here, halfway through the third quarter. Kircher, he fires the 3, and it missed it badly. Here comes that is Gallatin, rather. Gallatin, Corian Gallatin to a trailing Mosser for the lead. Bang!
Mama, there goes that man. I told you, coming over half court. Major Mosser for what he was over at the other 3-point line after he shot it.
Woo. On the right side, here comes Papillion-La Vista South. Down by 1. Ball to answer. He missed it. Air ball. Offensive rebound. Levi Webb goes up with it. Rollins collects the defensive rebound. Running the show. Derek Rollins to Gallatin. Gallatin. Mosser wants a heat check. Gallatin with the basketball now at the logo. Mosser wants it. Mosser wants it on the left wing, young man. Now to Gallatin. Gallatin as Rahman and them fall into each other. Kircher with nobody in front of him being tracked down by Courtney. And the layup is no good, but the foul is called on Deacon Courtney. And that is, I believe, number 4 on Deacon Courtney.
Yeah, you're okay with that if you're Coach Edson Miller, because you got the young stallion coming in here in Chambers who played really well here in the first quarter. Now, I think that right here is a good job by Kircher. He was going for the layup. He knew big man Deacon Courtney was coming. He did something, Nick, that's sneaky. He extended the layup and kind of hung in the air and suspended himself, drew the foul, and almost made the 3-point play.
But the first free throw by Kircher is no good as he shakes out his right arm. It's 39-38, Millard North on top of number 1 Papio South. And, boy, the games have been good today.
Yeah, right here. It's competitive, ultra competitive. This is what you like. The first round was a little bit of blowout city, except for the North Star Southeast game. Win for it tonight.
And how about Kircher?
Hey, Deacon over there hype. He said that's a good foul. He just said he didn't have enough blood.
There it is. Here is Gallatin. Gallatin crosses the timeline. Millard North up by 1 with the basketball. Chambers with it. Now to Rahman. Rahman steps back. Now at the top of the key, still with the basketball. Rahman trying to beat him off the dribble. The layup in the lane is good.
I told you right now. People don't realize. Been blessed to see a lot of these guys up close and personal. Yeah. Rahman can get down and dirty whenever need be.
And a turnover as Kircher dribbles it out of bounds. He lost possession of the basketball, and Papillion-La Vista South needs time to think.
Yeah.
They trail at 41-38, 2:45 to go in the third quarter. We'll step aside, come back in 30 seconds.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back in. Nick Sander, Jay Foreman with you here on 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com, as we have ourselves a ball game. PBA continuing to fill up. Folks standing around the concourse here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. A lot of folks in their seats. 41-38 your score, 2:45 to go in quarter number 3. Gallatin with the basketball on the right side. He fakes the handoff to Rahman. He picks up his dribble. Now gives it up top to Chambers. Chambers back to Gallatin. Gallatin weaving his way through traffic. He's tracked down by Kircher. Kircher tells Webb to get on Rahman defensively. Here's Chambers in the lane. Stops, turns to Rahman. The reverse layup, no good.
Yeah.
And Levi Webb collects the miss for Papio South.
Chambers gives you a little bit different big guy effect. You can probably play a little bit more man-to-man, so you see him switching here back to man, but I like them when they're in that zone. The first miss, it seems, in like 2 days for Bryson Ball. Good, steady defense right there by Millard North.
There you have it. Millard North up by 3 with 2:02 to go in the third quarter into the near corner. Chambers snags it out. No, it's going to be toes on the sideline, and it's out of bounds to Papio South.
Yeah, he was trying to be right there, the tiptoe burglar, a little bit off schedule there. You saw Papillion-La Vista South crank up their defense a little bit. Bryson Ball's at the top of the key, directing traffic. Look for him to try to get busy against this 3-2 extended zone.
Ball with the top of the key. Bryson Ball almost lost the basketball. Now he falls on a defender as they're working around left side here with it. Now Kircher with the basketball into the corner. Webb to tie. He cannot, as it's going to be a foul going against number 25. That is Kyle Simpson, and that will be a foul. Or rather, that is number 25, Connor Falkenberg. On the foul.
Falkenberg came in the first round game against Papio, hit a big 3, provided some physicalness. You know, Coach Hauser isn't too upset with that. He's trying to get a 50-50 ball there. But you see this slowly but surely starting to turn the tide towards Millard North. We mentioned in the first half, Millard North hasn't went on a run. Papillion-La Vista South knew they were going to get a run. Let's see how they react.
On the left side, Rahman gives it to Smith. Now Chambers to Rollins. Rollins with 1:19 to go in the third quarter. 41-38 is your score. Here on the left side, it's Smith. Smith with the basketball. Mosser standing away from the basketball on the left side, and we have a turnover. Bryson Ball running the floor as he will not have numbers, finds Kircher trailing. Back to Ball. Ball on the right side as we have less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Ball in the lane, the left-handed finish. Doesn't even need to use the backboard.
Yeah, he's showing you everything in his repertoire of this game, man. He's an unstoppable force. Got a good matchup against Chambers. You saw Smith right there, I think, overextend himself.
Just like that. Ball takes it away. Here, Ball has it on the left side. Cross-court pass, it was deflected. Kircher gets it in the lane. Shot blocked by Mosser, and Mosser rips it away from Levi Webb.
Good job there by Mosser getting that back here. We'll see what Smith does.
Smith steps through. His shot now blocked by Ball, and a foul is called against Papio South.
Yeah.
Ooh, if they they're going to get Bryson Ball for that one.
Yeah, a little bit of the swipe, Nick. We've seen that last week with the girls' tournament, right? Once you swipe.
I thought that if they were going to call a foul, I thought it was going to be on the first defender. I think it was Levi Webb, but instead they got it on Bryson Ball, who got a clean block on it.
He got a clean block, but I think the aftermath and swipe down can make it look like you actually got him with the on the block attempt right there. And so Coach Edson Miller right now just got to be real strategic. Got 30 seconds left. He's going to give the big man Derek Rollins a little bit of a rest, knowing you got to go the rest of the way in the third quarter. But right now with a 1-point lead, Millard North, you got Deacon Courtney, Derek Rollins, and Corian Gallatin getting much needed rest for this push. If I'm Coach Edson Miller, being down 9 at half, I like where I'm at with my team right now.
Here is Levi Webb. Webb with the basketball to Kircher. Coach Etzel Miller clapping his defense on for Millard North, saying, let's get a stop. As with 14 seconds to go, Papio South has the basketball down by 2 in the third quarter. Here's Ball. Left side now with it. It's Ball. Ball with it. 3 seconds. He fires it, and that's not even close to put back. And we are tied at the end of the third quarter. Levi Webb said, I'll go ahead and clean that up, Bryson. I got you. And as we go to the fourth quarter, your score 42-42 between Papillion-La Vista South and Millard North. Number 1 seed, number 4 seed, tied at the end of 3 quarters. We'll come back in 60 seconds here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Mike, I've been thinking our house could really use a makeover. How about new siding?
I've been thinking the same thing. Have you heard of James Hardy?
Yes! Sarah down the street had roofing service company install James Hardy siding on their home, and they love it.
Roofing Service Company does have great reviews.
They took her through the design process and made everything super easy.
Roofing Service Company offers expert design and installation. Couple that with James Hardy's durable products and variety of colors, you and your family will love your exterior remodel. Just visit roofingservicecompany.com. That's roofingservicecompany.com.
When you or a loved one hears the words, "you have cancer," you want to make sure you're surrounded by a team you can trust, who will be a true partner in your cancer journey. At NHO, you'll be treated like family, and you'll feel that compassion every time you walk through our doors. After all, this is the fight of your life, and you'll need the best people to be on your side. We're Nebraska Hematology Oncology. On your side, by your side.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, it's time to start the fourth quarter of play. We're all squared, 42 all. It's a one-quarter basketball game here as Gallatin has it on the logo to Mosser. Number 1, Papio South. Number 4, Millard North. Doing battle here in the Class A semifinal. We got one more to come after this between West Side and Southeast. Here's Gallatin crossing over. Gallatin driving on the right side. He stops him along the baseline, gets to Mosser. He fires a long three, and he airballed it.
Yeah, probably. He was fading back a little bit right there. His dad, Mitch, was a little bit upset at him, said you need to step in and fire that bad boy. I know Papillion-La Vista South fans are excited about that, but I'm going to tell you, man, he's a cold-blooded sniper, and I'm telling you, he comes over half court. It's no joke. Trust me, I've seen it up close and personal.
Here on the right side, it's Reese Kircher with the basketball. He gives it to Bryson Ball. Ball now left side with it is number 23, Beckenhauer. Beckenhauer to Ball. Ball steps back, free throw line jumper.
Was there ever a doubt?
Now here, Rahaman. Rahaman already down the floor. And that's a blocking foul called
right
against Papillion-La Vista South.
Right, yeah. You know, if I'm Coach, Nick, at some point in time, you got to call a flop, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't too.
No, at some point.
Yeah, but some point is now.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because it's probably out of control or getting close to that. You know, I think it's just one thing. I know you got to play that way, but, you know, we already got enough charges to, you know.
Mosser tries to throw it up, and it's going to be Papillion-La Vista South basketball. They were kind of out of control there. Mosser with an errant shot.
Yeah, I think he got confused whether he was going to shoot it in the middle of the lane. He got 2 feet in the lane. So you were thinking like, okay, he's going to go up with it, but he decided to pass at the last second. It didn't work out for him.
Here we go with Papillion-La Vista South. On the left side, Kircher to a cutting Bryson Ball. Back out Kircher, now top of the key. 3-ball Beckenhauer. Can't get it to fall. And the rebound controlled by Rahaman for Millard North as the Mustangs trail by 2. They have the basketball. 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Rahaman drawing contact. The layup no good. The tip try. Rollins with the bucket. Derek Rollins.
Yeah, the big power forward. I talked to you yesterday off air for being 6'6", about 225, 30-pound solid. I'd like to see him at a tight end, but to be able to get off the floor, he can do 2 things, which is not normal. He can get up quick. That means he has a quick bounce up and off the floor. But then he has long arms, so his wingspan makes up for his lack of traditional height. But that allows him to be suspended in the air right there. That's a good job of there. A great job. It's not a good job. It's a great job by Derek Rollins tying the game up, trying to get the lead now here for the Mustangs.
44-44 your score, and Millard North cannot take the lead. Rollins misses the free one.
All right, you got to dig in here. If you're either team, you got to find out what you're made of. Now, all the sprints and stuff you did late, all year seemed like monotonous. This is what's going to pay off for right here in the semifinal.
Here's Kircher, inside ball. Ball turning, the floater, good.
Listen, I said I'm not playing here. Homeboy got everything. He's got 3-point range, inside game, mid-range, and big playability.
Here is Derek Rollins. Rollins driving right side on the perimeter. Now gets it to Gallatin, to Mosser, down low Courtney, working on ball. It's good on the floater over the left shoulder by Deacon Courtney.
Yeah, Deacon Courtney has came to play, and as Edson Miller is a point of emphasis, you have to go at this guy even though he is a great player. You cannot play scared when you're playing for championship.
Here's Kircher. 3-ball, Bryson Ball. He says hello.
Yeah, he said, listen, Major Mosser, you can hit threes. I'm going to hit it while you got your hand down. Hand down, man down. Mama, there goes that man.
Here on the left side, it's Rahman. 5:24 to go, fourth quarter. Here's Rahman to Gallatin, trailing by 3. The Millard North Mustangs have the basketball. 5 minutes to go. Rollins, he thought about trying to tie it up.
Oh.
Now tries to draw contact from the three-point line. Now Millard North gives up a loose ball. Here comes Papio South. Into the corner, Herrera. Herrera gets it to Kircher. Kircher has it on the right side. Wipes his nose.
That is
and we're ready to go.
Missed call. Huge.
Here comes Kircher. You're saying Rollins should have been given 3 free throws?
Yes.
Here on the far side, Bryson Ball, cross-court pass, Levi Webb, and he stepped on the sideline. Turnover, Millard North basketball.
Nick, the reason why is he did a good job of ball faking. The guy tried to recover, even though he kind of jumped into him. It was body and everything on the true traditional shots.
Here we go, Jay Foreman. Buckle up, folks. 4:38 to go in the fourth quarter, 49-46. Papillion-La Vista South with the basketball. Gallatin in the lane. Mosser is fouled. That's the right call as he ran and kind of got clotheslined by Herrera.
Yeah, Herrera is looking in disbelief. Hey, man, you know what's funny, man? I mean, I get it, right? I don't know if they've watched old tapes of Rasheed Wallace. There has not been a high school player I've seen this weekend that's ever fouled anybody.
Yeah.
And the ones that are best is when you clothesline him. It's like, no, I didn't hit him.
Yeah, 49-46 your score. 4:28 to go in the fourth quarter. Gallatin to tie. Rahman. He can't tie it up. And it's rebounded by Papillion-La Vista South. Back the other way we go as Kircher will slow it down. Rahman with a good look, just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, and you know what? I think Papillion-La Vista South was okay with that. Rahman can get downhill on you. You're okay with it. If he's shooting the threes, you're fine with it. You don't want Corian Gallatin or obviously Major Mosser to shoot the threes.
Here's Bryson Ball. Speaking of three-point shooting ability, here now Levi Webb with it. Free throw line, kicks it out to Ball. Ball wanted to shoot that 3. He gets it ripped away. Layup no good. Ball did not get fouled there. He was kind of out of control after that ball almost got stripped out of his hands initially.
Yeah.
Gallatin with the basketball on the left wing to Rahman. 3:42 to play. Fourth quarter, Papillion-La Vista South leads by 3 in the Class A semifinal. Courtney in the lane.
Yeah.
The layup's good. Not sure how it wasn't a trip with the body, but the layup is good.
Yeah, it was a purposeful trip there by Bryson Ball. If you want to wear out a superstar, you got to go right at him. Coach Miller's Mustangs are doing that stupendously tonight. I just think that he's asking the ref, if he's 6'8", 225 pounds, and he's actively getting tripped and still making it, there has to be a contact foul. When you saw we're here, we're able to see the foot go out to try to stop and impede his progress. And so they're trying to just get it within normalcy on both ends. And so that's just part of the gamesmanship. That's part of the games. You got 2 highly competitive teams. You got a Bryson Ball right here. He's at 28 points and 8 rebounds and having a phenomenal game. And then you got Derek Rollins and company answering the call. And so it's a huge game right here from Deacon Courtney, and he's a really good player, and he's having a really good night. And so to be able to slow down, I wouldn't even can't say you're not slowing down Bryson Ball. You're able to slow down this Papillion-La Vista South offense, not Bryson Ball, because Bryson Ball has 28 of the 49 points. But you're able to dictate the pace, where Papillion-La Vista South is really, really good. You just kind of carve out a certain amount of points with Bryson Ball. Obviously, you'd rather have him right at what he's doing, per game, right? You don't want him at 28 with 3 minutes left. But then you try to eliminate the big game from Webb, from Kircher. Beckenhauer had a couple. You don't want the 4 3-pointers of Herrera, which hasn't happened tonight. So you're actually executing your game plan really, really well now. But now I think you need to really lean in on some of the guys of your star power, right? Where it's like, okay, this is it right here. Let's go. This is time for you to go for it when you're Millard North.
3 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Millard North trying to get to their another state championship as we have a foul called, and Levi Webb will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. But as I was saying, Millard North has been to the state championship game every year since 2020. Papillion-La Vista South trying to get to their first championship game ever.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't been in in the state championship down here at PBA since 2021, but you haven't had a player like Bryson Ball.
That's right.
Ever. So this is and then you have complimentary players, and I don't even call Levi Webb a complimentary player. He's just a young, ascending sophomore. Who's really, really good. And then you have, Kircher, who's played well. You have Herrera, who's competitive. And you got Beckenhauer. You have the perfect mix of really, really, obviously older established players and then up-and-coming players as well.
Both free throws are good for Papillion-La Vista South. It is now 51-48.
Yeah.
Gallatin will bring the ball up the floor as PBA rises to their feet. Gallatin with 3:13 to Mosser. Mosser with it to Rollins. Rollins at the top of the key. They fake it off to Gallatin. Now Rollins with it, gets it to Rahman. Rahman with the basketball on the left side. In the lane, dumps it down low. Courtney, the layup is good.
Yeah, a good dump off there. Bryson Ball is excellent off-the-ball defender. He gets a lot of blocks, using his aggressiveness against them. Really good job by Rahman jumping it off to Courtney. Big game tonight by both of them.
So here is Reese Kircher on the right side to the top of the key. Now worth it. It is Herrera for Papillion-La Vista South. Left side ball, fires the three-pointer. Good!
Yeah, you can't give him an inch. Derek Rollins had pretty decent coverage. He moves so well without the ball. That's why I know he's going to be successful, and he knows it as well.
Yeah. Here is Gallatin. Gallatin steps back. Rollins wanted to try to answer as now Herrera claps in his face, and that's a timeout by Michael Etzel-Miller. As Herrera's got to be careful because he's chirping in the face of Derek Rollins. And the refs let it happen.
And the ref but man right here is watching it. Now look, Nick, I'm all for talking junk.
Yeah.
In the face, you have to be able to call it. I don't need a warning after you just have went over 2 steps right here. And this is not, I'm not biased, right? And this is just reality, right? It's been going on all game. You've given Millard North a warning. So if you give them a warning, you give Papillion a warning. So we're past the warnings.
Yeah.
But when it's in your face, you have to call it.
Yeah.
And here's also a little, I guess, caveat to it. It wasn't just once. You did it. The timeout was called, and you did it again.
Yeah.
Within 5 or 10 seconds. That's a severely missed call. It might not have an impact on the game, but you missed the foul on the 3. Then you missed a technical foul right there. Those are things when you're in semifinals games or championship type of basketball you cannot miss.
Well, and now the Papillion-La Vista coaching staff
is already warned.
I watched them. They went over and they talked specifically to Herrera and said, you can't talk. You cannot keep talking in his face.
Nick.
And he's smiling now.
Nick, it's not talking junk.
Yeah,
that's fine. When you're in somebody's face, it's equivalent in football of scoring a touchdown and throwing the ball at you or standing over you.
Yeah.
Those right there are the no-nos. And so that's just I guess, in my opinion, whether it means it, you cannot miss the no-nos in a big game.
2 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 54-40 is your score. Rahman has the basketball, top of the key. 2:06 to play. Millard North down by 4. In the lane, Rahman. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, a little change of speed, hesitation there. Left hand layup. You come up your offhand because he's expecting you to shoot it with the right hand. Offhand off the glass. Good move there by Rahman. Now it's getting into look where Millard North has 3 timeouts. Papillion-La Vista South has 2. I would probably say at the free throw line, Papillion-La Vista South has been excellent.
Yeah.
What are they tonight? 7 and 9.
Yep.
The only person that missed him is Kircher, and I think that's because he was a little banged up there. And so when you think when it comes down to stretch here, you think who are you going to put on there?
Anybody but Bryson Ball?
Maybe Beckenhauer or Herrera.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, and that's what I would
Herrera 0 for 6 today from the field.
Right.
And has not attempted a free throw.
Right. But, again, that's foreign territory for him.
Yeah.
Levi Webb has been active. Kircher's been active. Those two, 23 and 24, is probably what I'm thinking.
It is 54-52. We still got 2 minutes left in the ball game. 54-52, number 1 seed Papillion-La Vista South, up by a pair on 4 seed Millard North. Here is Kircher. He motions Beckenhauer away.
2-man game
and
here.
on the left side now with Herrera. Herrera looking for a foul. in the middle of action. Now to Ball. Ball working on Rahman. Rahman kicks it out, or forces him to kick it out. Herrera drains the three.
Hasn't hit one all day. It comes up big. Shooters shoot, Nick.
Here on the top of the key, it's Gallatin. Gallatin steps back to Rahman. Rahman, 1:25 to go. The entry pass. We have a foul called on Herrera.
Herrera again with the hold. He's the guy. Yeah, Herrera tickled me to death. He tackled Derek Rollins and looked at the ref like he didn't do anything. I mean, but I guess you know what? You're just out there playing hard and competing. Herrera with a big time three right there on the pick and pop.
Baseline inbound here for Gallatin and Millard North. 3 ball on the way, Gallatin. It's back to a 2-point game.
Nick, another miss. You cannot allow a player to shove another player in front of you.
Reese Kircher with the basketball for Papio South. 1:06 to play. Now on the far corner, Ball with the basketball on the right wing. Cross-court pass, Herrera. Shot fake. Up in his grill is Gallatin. Gallatin, the undersized defender, forces him to give it up to Kircher at the top of the key. Now to Mosser. Mosser is forcing him, allows him to drive on by. The layup no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds to Millard. No, to Papillion-La Vista South.
Yeah, I was talking about on the other end. The warning did not resonate well with Herrera. It's a timeout here. This game has been beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm all for being competitive, and when it's. I guess it's something that, here's like my analogy. I don't know if it's a good one. Is he's going into the grocery store without a mask, right?
I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here, I'm taking all your money. What are you going to do? You warned me. Don't come back. Well, 5 minutes later, I'm back. Okay, so that if you get that analogy, and it's not taking shots at anybody, but if he's willing to do it, you have to be willing to call it.
I think one thing that we do also need to mention is Papillion-La Vista South has done a very good job at limiting Derek Rollins in the late stages of the game.
Yeah, and
all the big shots, all the big plays, big moments. Rollins is invisible right now. Bryson Ball, he's out there,
right?
And he's there,
right? And the way they run their offense is a little bit different, and plus. They have all.
And now we have a steal on the inbound play. Sorry to interrupt you, Jay Foreman. Rahman going the other way in the lane, and it's a hook on Millard North.
No.
Where?
Oh.
No way. You cannot call that in this moment as Rahman just committed a foul. Coach Etzelmiller is fuming. And we know you do not see him get hot. And a crucial offensive foul keeps it from being a tied ball game.
Oh man. I Nick. Okay. I'm speechless now.
Papio South with the basketball. They still lead by 2. Kircher with the basketball across the timeline. Here's Kircher on the right side in the lane. It's good. 59-55 as Gallatin has the basketball. Gallatin across the timeline on the left side. He shakes Kircher. Now Mosser with 18 on the game clock in the fourth quarter. Gallatin for 3. No good. Rebound. It's fought for. And we're going to have a whistle and a timeout called by Coach Etzelmiller. Oh, my goodness. 59-55. All of Pinnacle Bank Arena is on their feet as the referee just inserted himself into the game, Jay Foreman, in the final minute.
Here's my problem. Here's my problem, Nick, and this is honest to God truth. You missed the 3-point foul on Derek Rollins, right? That's number 1. Oh, no, you listen to me. Number 2, you missed it right there on the double technical, right? Okay, that's number 2. Then you missed it another possession later with the shove right there again against Derek Rollins. Okay, that's number 3. Number 4 is on a fast break game time. Here's what if you're not going to insert yourself in the last 3 minutes, I don't need you to insert yourself in the last 30 seconds. Whatever, there is no right or wrong. You are 100% flat out wrong, and I'll stand on that. It would be I can watch those last 4 plays, and you would have to figure out how you can say it had not have a true outcome on the game.
All right, so here's the setup. 11.2 on the game clock. Papio South is up by 4. It'll be a baseline inbound. They'll get it to Mosser. You'd imagine that Mosser's the guy to take the shot, or Gallatin to Courtney, the floater. It's no good. He gets his own miss, and it's good. And we have a quick Coach Etzel Miller timeout. For Millard North, it's a full timeout. We're going to catch our breath, take a 30-second breather, and be right back on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Now back to the 2025 State Basketball Tournament live from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
What a way to start Class A semifinal action. It's 59-57 with 6.6 on the game clock. The Papillion-La Vista South will have the basketball. The Titans trying to get to their first state championship game in school history, while Millard North trying to go back and continue the streak of appearances in championship games for every year since 2020. Papio South to inbound. They get it into Kircher. It's tipped out of bounds, and it will go to Papio South.
Good drive, good hustle there by Rahman. Let's look on the replay. Got his hand on it. Oh, zoinks, Batman!
No. Oh, that went off of Papio South.
Zoinks, Batman! Do you not review it?
Not on the last. It's only the last shot. That's the only thing that's reviewable. They get it into Kircher, and he is fouled with 4.8 on the game clock. So just to clarify, and we had this experience yesterday with Norris and Pius, as that was only the 3rd team foul on Millard North. As they get it in, Levi Webb, they get it up to Kircher, and that's going to be it. Papillion-La Vista, no, they're going to call a foul. Excuse me, they're going to call a foul over on the back end. I didn't even hear the whistle, Jay. But what I was going to say, just to clarify again, you can only review a last-second shot. Only a last-second shot. So that inbounds pass that was tipped out of bounds was unreviewable. All right, sideline inbound. They need to foul one more time. They get it in, and it's going to be a foul. They're going to foul Bryson Ball.
No, that's a bad call. It's
the same guy, too.
Hey, look, they're just tangled up. You can't.
So they're going to call Bryson Ball to the line. 2 free throws coming up for the South Dakota State signee. Bryson Ball having an incredible day, 31 points, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and 1 block. He's at the line to shoot 2 shots. He can inevitably end this one, as the first one is good. It's a 3-point ball game. 60-57 is your score. Millard North is out of timeouts. Papillion-La Vista South has just 1. Bryson Ball telling his teammates before he gets the ball, no fouls. Here's Bryson Ball. The second free throw to send Papio South to the title game. It's good. And he says good night. Bryson Ball celebrates, says good night. And with 2.4 seconds on the game clock, Millard North will have the basketball down by 4.
Man,
and Bryson Ball on a real impressive day at Pinnacle Bank Arena on the biggest stage to this point of the year. The conversation is going to be about the officiating.
Yeah, I mean, it's overshadowed this game, man. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's even on that last play right there. And you know what, Nick, to be honest with you, how you started the game, calling the game is just how you finish it. And this is non-biased. roll the ball out there and let them play.
Yeah. All righty. 61-57 is your score. Millard North will have to go the length of the floor with 2.4 on the game clock. Millard North has been in the state championship game every year since 2020, and it looks like that run is going to come to an end. Mosser to inbound. He'll throw it down the floor with one hand. It's in, caught by Rollins. He fires the three. There's the horn. And Papillion-La Vista South is going to the state championship here in Class A as they knock off Millard North 61-57. Bryson Ball with a career day, 33 points. He was 11 of 19 from the field, 7 of 7 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block and assist as well. Millard North, they are thrown off the mountaintop, and Papillion-La Vista South, the number 1 seed in Class A, they survive. 61-57 is your final. The Class A game to come will be Omaha West Side and Lincoln Southeast, as once again, Papio South survives a scare here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Millard North, you got to feel sick for Coach Mike Utzer-Miller, but congratulations to Papillion-La Vista South, as our next game will feature Omaha West Side, the 2 seed, going up against the 6-seeded Lincoln Southeast Knights. We'll join you guys around 3:15 or so for coverage from Pinnacle Bank Arena ahead of the Warriors and the Knights right here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Your possibilities are endless at Doane University. Rooted in liberal arts, you can choose from undergraduate and graduate programs, all delivering real-world experience. At Doane University, we take a personal approach to education, giving you the guidance you need to own your future. It's not just our long history of innovative learning, it's the feeling of being surrounded by possibilities that makes us different. Now is your time. Take a big step toward your dream career and apply today at doane.edu/apply.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
You know you want those Wingstop boneless wings. With the boneless meal deal from Wingstop, you get 20 boneless wings in 4 delicious flavors and a large order of hand-cut fries for just $16.99. What are you waiting for? More wings, more flavor, more bang for your buck. The $16.99 boneless meal deal from Wingstop. Order now from wingstop.com. Valid at participating locations for a limited time on orders for pickup or delivery placed via wingstop.com or the Wingstop app. Prices may vary by location. See wingstop.com/offers for full details.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Stocking all the top brands, including Can-Am, Honda, Polaris, Kawasaki, CF Moto, Suzuki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, Manitow pontoon boats, and Triton trailers. Come check out Nebraska's newest Indian motorcycle dealership, plus score big on their massive selection of side-by-sides, all-terrain vehicles, motorcycles, and power watercraft. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has it all under one roof at their new 27th and I-80 location, and they can't wait to get you set up for the summer.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats.